You know, I've wondered where the cop apologists have gone. They really can't be anywhere to be found. It's like I'd say about 95% of them have jumped ship. They're not going to get involved in this one. This one's just a little bit too deep. They actually realize how stupid they would look trying to defend the police here. But there are still a few that are out there. Uh, you'll see posts about the murder victim, the guy who was murdered. You'll find reports about his past, that he may have done drugs, may have even done some jail time, somehow justifying being murdered by cop. So then, okay, then if you're going to look into the victim's past to see why it was justified that he be murdered, some people have looked into the past of those cops. Go figure. Not such a good past. Very shady, in fact. I believe a presidential candidate, Kublachar, uh, had something to do with that murder cop's past, letting him go, not pressing charges, when he murdered somebody else. And then he was allowed to do a whole bunch of other crimes until finally he murdered somebody on camera, and there's no way to get out of it. The police are sticking together. This one cop pushes an old man down to the ground, and blood just starts pouring out of the old dude's head. Are you kidding me? He actually went to deal with that old man, but the guy behind him kind of said keep going, and then they ended up like arresting somebody else while this was going on. And it took a couple of seconds, but you can hear somebody yell medic and whatnot. But two of those officers were reprimanded and suspended without pay. All those good cops you're talking about, at least 57 of the good cops that were there when that incident happened, have resigned. They quit because one of their gang members, two of their gang members, were held accountable. The police union's going to have something to say about this. You know that. Put my gang members back out there. It is becoming very evident to everybody the troubles that are going on and the problems there are definitely within our police force in the United States. So much so that even the NFL has jumped on the bandwagon because they didn't think any of that racial shit was going on. None of it at all. It wasn't happening. No, it's not happening. You can't see it when you're up in a castle. But after all this happened, they're admitting it. And they're not admitting it and taking this point because they care about people. If this continues, they would lose some great athletes and their teams wouldn't win. Is this really what it takes?